The first tip is to train your ears. This is about hearing a sound and you are able to pick unique characteristics of that sound. Is it metallic? Is it harmonic rich? Is it short or sustained sound? Think about anything that you can distinguish particular sounds. By training your ears, this will become so valuable when you start analyzing a sound and developing a plan of attack to make your own patches. The second tip is to learn to analyze. This is the most important step for developing your FM sound design skills. Often, people want to jump straight to tweaking parameters without knowing what needs to be done. I've done that many times and learned from many failures that you need to step back and take a moment to analyze the sound that you want. For FM synthesizers, such as the DX7, you need to create a variety of harmonics and inharmonics from scratch. Yes, from a sine wave. This is the reason why you need to develop the FM sound design analysis skills. What I mean by that is that we should spend more time learning how a particular patch is created. The best starting point is those DX7 factory patches that give you a wide range of sounds. Pick a patch and learn how it is created using different parameters. How all envelopes are set. Which algorithm does it use? What does each operator do? Before changing anything, you need to develop analytical skills, which is so critical to developing better FM sound design skills. This is the most important step in the FM sound design. Fortunately, my FM synthesis tutorials will show you how this is done properly and cover this critical step in detail. Here are some examples. In the FM sound design tube bells tutorials, I analyze the tube bells patch. The example 1 shows you a table with frequency ratio, fixed and detune. I summarize the results by each tower for algorithm 5. The example 2 shows you my analysis of envelopes for the tube bell patch. I represented envelopes in graphs so that we can easily see how they are set up. The third tip is to formulate your plan of attack. Remember that you need to start from a sine wave or simple waveforms, then use various parameters to generate necessary harmonics and inharmonics. You need to have some ideas about the type of algorithm you will use, how ratios set for each operator, what type of envelope you are going to use, and how much output do you need to have to get the desired harmonics and inharmonics, etc. So, before tweaking anything, think about what you can or should do to get the patch that you want. Based on your analysis, you should be able to plan for making changes or creating a patch from scratch. Your focus should be around key parameters that make big differences in FM sound design. They include algorithm, feedback, envelopes, etc. This slide shows you a visual representation of envelopes used by the famous DX7 tube bells patch. This is a plan of attack to change its envelopes from a simple 1 decay type envelope to a more flexible 2 decay type envelopes. This slide shows you how I planned changing algorithm using the concept of the algorithm interchangeability. I provided a roadmap and the reasons behind why we make changes. There is no random changes as FM sound design by chance rarely works. The fourth tip is to focus on small changes. You should focus on changing only one or a few parameters at a time. Because the FM synthesis is so efficient in generating a wide variety of harmonics and inharmonics, if you make changes to several parameters at once, you will lose track of which parameter is producing which harmonics and inharmonics. You should also take full advantages of operators on-off buttons to isolate one or two operators and just focus on changing parameters for those operators. Again, this is part of your FM sound design analysis skills. You need to be able to analyze which operator is doing what. My FM synthesis tutorials also show you how this is done. Here is an example. In this slide, we isolated operator 5 for making changes to its fixed frequency. Other operators are turned off. Carrier operator 3 is turned on so that we can hear the changes that we make to operator 5. The fifth tip is to keep your options open. When you change or make a patch, be prepared to make lots of different variations of that patch. This means that you may try different settings for a particular parameter and see which one works best. Because you just don't know what works and doesn't work, so you can explore different ways to change and make a patch. You can pick the best one, or you may even like all of those patches. For example, in the FM synthesis tube bells tutorials, you get to make 3 different types of the tube bells. The first one is based on changing envelopes. The second one is based on changing algorithm and making adjustments. The third one is created by combining everything and giving a final touch. So, we can summarize these quick tips. Train your ears. Learn to analyze. Formulate your plan of attack. Focus on small changes. Keep your options open. Based on those quick tips, I've been creating FM synthesis tutorials. You can just watch my tutorials, follow step-by-step clear and easy instructions, and learn those tips in action. Each tutorial series focuses on a particular factory patch, from analysis to developing several variations of new patches. So, you get to learn hands-on FM sound design. On top of that, you get to make new tried and tested patches. Sounds awesome? Yes! So come and join me, the FM sound design journey. Thank you for watching. Feel free to explore my channel and watch great DX7 demos and top quality FM synthesis and sound design tutorials. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. See you next time!